Hello lovely friends, and welcome to a full body flow specifically for your hips and your shoulders. We'll be working through the whole body in this practice, but really getting into the hips and the shoulders, the best bits. So when you're ready, grab your mat, perhaps some blocks and a strap if you think you might want to use it, and let's get started. Okay, we're going to come and start in Virasana, or on your knees at the back of your mat. You can prop yourself up with as many cushions or blocks that you need to make yourself comfortable, maybe under the knees or under the hips. And once you've found a place that feels good for you, come down to close your eyes. Perhaps resting the backs of your hands on your thighs. Take a little moment to roll your shoulders down your back to open the chest. And just drop the chin ever so slightly down to lengthen at the back of the neck. Just allowing these first few moments to connect with your breath. Just allowing it to come and go quite naturally. You don't need to force anything right now. Just watching it as it flows in and out through the nose, allowing the body to rise and fall. Throughout this practice, we're gonna move with as much kindness as we can to ourselves. So start from where you are. Please listen to your body. Whenever you fancy it, hang out anywhere for longer, or adjust your position as you need to. Nice, my friends. Take one more deep inhale. And then exhale fully out. Lovely. From here, blinking open the eyes, or you can keep them closed. Option to open the knees slightly if that feels nice. We're just going to take some seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, just bring the chest through the arms. You can lift the chin a little bit, press the tailbone out behind you. And then exhale, draw the belly button back as you reach the hands, maybe forward to the knees. Take a really big curl of the spine. Good, take a few rounds of these just with your own breath, when it feels most natural to move. Perhaps keeping your eyes closed allows you to check in with your body, allows you to move a little more intuitively. If so, then absolutely do that. I find it really helps. Nice, starting to move the spine. Take one more round of these. Nice, as you come back to center, we're going to interlace the fingers. Press the palms down to the floor first, and then take a big sweep of the hands up and overhead, stretching through the arms, the armpits. Maybe drop the chin to the chest a little bit. If Ujjayi breath is in your practice, come to feel that lock, that restriction at the back of the throat. Nice, from here, bring the hands behind the head, make a little cradle, and then tilt the head back into the hands, just using the weight of the head to open the chest, the elbows a little bit more. Good, nice, deep breaths in through the nose. Nice, and then we'll start to draw the right elbow down to the right side. Good, see if you can open that top elbow a little bit. And then as you exhale, come back to center. Take an inhale, lift up and out of the hips. And then as you exhale, over to the left side. Left elbow draws down to the left side. Ooh, open up that top elbow a little bit. Good, make your way back to center. This time reach the arms up above the head. Right hand comes down beside you. Take a big side stretch over to the right. Perhaps you sway the hips off to the left a little bit. Good, huge inhale, cracking the left ribs open. And then as you exhale, start to sweep yourself round and forward to come to the other side. Left hand plants. Take an inhale, reach the right arm open. Good, have a little play with how this feels. When you're ready, big breath into the right ribs. Exhale to sweep and lower forward. Right hand plants, big inhale to open the left arm up. Nice, maybe you work at peeling that left side of the face up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, one last sweep round to the other side. Good, big breath in, reaches the right arm up and open. Good, then when you're ready, come back onto the heels. We're gonna bring the fingertips behind us, thumbs facing towards you. Take a breath in as you curl the shoulder blades in towards one another, drawing the elbows in to lift the chest. Perhaps you stay here and just lift the chin a little bit. If you want a little more, maybe press into the fingertips as you squeeze the glutes, sending the hips up. However much you want, you can have a little wiggle here maybe. Nice, as you exhale, lower the hips down. We're gonna walk the hands forward. Now find a child's pose, extending the hands out in front. Nice, pressing the hips back. And then start to spinal wave your way forward through tabletop pose. We're gonna lower the hips down and then picking the lower legs off. Maybe you wanna take the knees out a little bit wider for this. You can flex the feet, have a little play. And then just sway the legs from side to side. No worries if the hips aren't fully lowered down here. Just have a little knock of the knees. Good, when you're ready, come back to center and then take an exhale, float your way down, head comes last. Good, fingertips come off the mat nice and wide. Take an inhale as you roll the shoulders down the spine, lifting your chest up, finding cobra pose. Exhale to fold, elbows come high. Take the feet a little wider to release the back. Good, and again, inhale to rise. Exhale to fold it down. Nice, and again, inhale, raise it up. This time as we exhale, we're gonna curl the left shoulder in. See if you can look under the right armpit. Maybe you roll the body, pull the body onto the left side a little bit. Good, as you inhale, open up that left shoulder, come to center. Exhale, curl the right shoulder in, look under the left side. Again, maybe you roll onto the right side of the body, the leg. Good, as you inhale, come back to center, lift the chest. Exhale to fold it down. Nice. From here, we're gonna reach the left hand out to the side, palm facing down. Right fingertips are gonna help you. As you start to roll yourself onto the left side, creep that left hand away from you to lift the shoulder. Option to hover the head or keep it supported on the mat. And another option is to bend that top leg and just allow it to fall behind you. This just adds a little weight, a little gravity. Good, if you want even more here, you can reach that right hand up and back, or just allow it to fall behind the body or back towards the leg. Good, on an exhale, slowly bring the hand down, curl yourself back to center. Maybe bring the hands underneath the shoulders and have a little rock of the hips from side to side. And then open the right arm out to the side, left fingertips come to support. Start to roll yourself onto the right, creep the right hand out again. Again, taking any modifications or adjustments that you want on this side. Maybe it's different to the other side. If it is, move with kindness. Both sides of our body are completely different. Ooh. Good, as you exhale, slowly bring the hand down, lower yourself onto the belly. Ooh, have a little shimmy of the hips. Good, tuck the toes underneath, start to press your way back. Come and find a moment in child's pose. Curl the spine over the legs. You can have a little sway, pressing the sit bones back to one heel and then the other. And then when you're ready, curl yourself up to find a tabletop pose. We're going to extend the left leg back behind, tuck the toes underneath for a moment as you find your connection with your mat. Belly button to spine, spread the fingers nice and wide. And then we're going to hover that left leg off behind us. Take a few little foot circles, one way and then the other. Good, then we're going to bend that knee and start to take some hip circles with the leg. So drawing big circles with the knee. Feel all those crunches in the hips and then take them the other way. Woo! Nice, next time you take it out to the side, option here is to extend that left leg and bring it down to the mat. We're finding a modified side plank pose. Shift your weight to the right side. If you want to keep the leg lifted, shift your weight to the right foot. Tuck that right lower leg underneath you and then either reaching the left arm up to the sky, or maybe you take it back behind you to find an open in the chest. Good, either of these options are great. Maybe the left leg is lowered. You're pressing away from the floor, left hand reaches up. Good, wherever you are, squeeze the glutes to send the hips forward. Nice, if you want to take hold of that back foot, if that's accessible for you, you absolutely can. If you just want to keep reaching that way. Nice, from here, if your foot is planted on the floor, start to bend that long leg and see if you can slide the foot back to your underneath foot. Maybe it comes to find it a little bit, tuck the toes underneath. If your leg is lifted, start to lower that left foot down behind you. Perhaps it comes to the same place, or maybe you cross the foot over the right ankle. Good, toes are tucked under, so you can use that as some support. And then we're gonna press away from that right hand. Think of swaying the hips to the left as you reach the left hand overhead. Oh, big stretch into that left hip here, the front of that left hip. Good, squeeze the glutes to keep sending the hips away from you. Nice, one more breath in here. Maybe you lift the face this time. As you exhale, spiral that left arm forward and down. Wherever the left leg is, it's going to take a big circle round, step it on the outside of the left hand. Good, come to find lizard pose. Nice, my friends, have a little sway from side to side. Grab some blocks under the hands if you want a little bit of support reaching the floor. Nice, and we're going to take an inhale to lift the chest. As you exhale, soften any part of your upper body down to the floor. Maybe it's just the head. Good, 2 more. Nice, next inhale brings you up. We're going to plant the right hand now. And then as you take an inhale, reach the left hand up and over, reaching to the back of the mat. Good, option to stay here. If you want to pick the back foot up and potentially take hold of it, you can. Maybe you draw the heel into the glute to find a nice thigh stretch. Good, keep sinking that right hip forward and down. Lovely, wherever you are, take one more breath in. Lift up through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, we're going to tuck that right foot underneath us. Perhaps you keep hold of it, have a little bit of a play. We're going to turn ourselves to the right long edge of the mat. Keep sweeping the right hand round to plant on the floor. Take an inhale, find modified side plank. Good, squeeze the glutes. Take an inhale now. We're going to cactus open that top arm and bring the hand to the back of the head. Tilt the head back into the hand to open that left side of the chest. As you exhale, we're going to crunch the elbow down, coming over that right arm as much as you want. Nice, take another one. As you inhale, maybe you peel the left toes up to the sky this time, flex the foot. Exhale to fold, curl it all in, lower the foot, lower the elbow. One last time, inhale to open. And then exhale to curl it in. Nice, take one more inhale to open. Good, maybe you open and cactus open that top arm this time. Find a bit of a back bend if you fancy. Good, left arm sweeps you forward and round to come to the inside of the left foot. We're going to plant the right hand and then reach the left hand up to the sky. Nice, find a bit more open in the chest now. So instead of a tight twist, option to hover the back knee off as much as you want. Maybe you walk the left foot away from you so you've got more space. Good, from here, bring the left hand to the back of the head. Maybe the knee's still down. Good, tilt the head back into the hand to really pull away from that left leg. And then we're going to shift the body forward onto the left foot, the right hand. If you can, tuck that right leg in behind you. If you need to use your left hand, absolutely. Come down to find cow face leg. So we're going to draw each foot to the outer edge of the opposite hip. If the left arm's still behind the head, then reach the fingers around the back. Right arm, we're gonna sweep around the lower back to find our full cow face pose. Good, working at creeping those fingers in towards one another. If you want to grab your strap here to use to hold on to, and maybe creep the hands in, you absolutely can. Or just keep reaching the fingers in that direction. Good, option to stay here. If you want to take a little fold, take an inhale. See if you can lift the chest, tilt the head back into that top arm. And then as you exhale, perhaps you fold forward a little bit. Maybe you just drop the head, maybe your chest and belly comes over as well. Being kind to your body, starting where you are. Just acknowledging and accepting where you are in this moment and thanking your body for being so amazing. Good, my friends, when you're ready, if you're bent over, draw the belly button to the spine, start to lift yourself back up. Nice. We're gonna bring both hands now to the top of the mat. Good, press into the hands as you unspiral the legs and we come to a wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Good, have a bend from one knee to the other. You can keep both knees bent here. If you want to really sway your body over this fold, you can. If you just want to hang in the middle, allow your head to be heavy, allow gravity to do its thing, you can. Good, then come to find a central position. You can soften the knees as much as you need. Take an inhale, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Maybe you grab your blocks to help with this. Think of lifting the chest forward and the tailbone back, almost like a halfway lift. And then as you exhale, see if you can hinge at the hips, soften the body between the legs. Good, 2 more of those. Again, option to close your eyes, just moving intuitively with your breath. Last exhale to fold over, option to take hold of the back of the ankles or the legs. Maybe you bring the peace fingers to the big toes. And just allow length at the back of the neck. If that means you need to bend the knees more, then please do. Have a little shake of the head to say no. Nod the head to say yes and release the jaw. Good, as you inhale now, bring the hands underneath the shoulders again, lift the body away. Start to walk yourself around to the top of the mat. Plant the hands lower down to find runner's lunge, lifting the chest forward. Take an inhale. As you exhale, push the ground away from you, step back to plank pose. And then take your flow, option to drop the knees, chest and chin as you lower. Nice, as we inhale now, we're gonna draw the left knee up beside us to find a half frog position. Reaching your chest up, finding a cobra in this pose. Nice, if when you get there, you wanna have a little bit of a wiggle. Or maybe press away from one hand and then the other. And then as you exhale, make your way down, slide that left leg back. Good, tuck the toes underneath. Inhale, press back through the knees. Sit bones come back to the heels first. And then make your way up to find downward facing dog. Good, have a good pedal out, a good move and groove of those hips and your body in your first downward dog. Come back to reconnect with your breath. And then when you're ready, take an inhale, lift the heels. As you exhale, lower them down, find tabletop pose. And we'll set up for the other side. So extend the right leg back long this time. Toes tuck underneath. Find that connection with your mat through your hands and belly button to spine. When you're ready, raise that back leg off. And then take a few little foot circles. Going one way and then the other. And then we're gonna bend that back leg. Start to take your circles with your leg. Getting into this hip joint. Feel all the cracks and pops, and then take it the other way, so out and round. Nice, next time you bring the leg out, Perhaps you curl that left leg underneath you and the leg stays up, or you bring it down to find modified side plank pose. Reach that right arm up to the sky. Good, if the leg is up, think of drawing that right heel towards the left glute. Squeeze the glutes to send the hips forward. Perhaps you allow that right arm to fall behind you to open the chest up to the sky. So you're making a big bow shape. Lovely. If your leg is down on the floor, start to bend that long leg. See if you can draw a circle with the foot. Maybe you reach it round towards the back foot behind you. Good. If you do, keep the toes tucked underneath. Perhaps you cross the leg over. Same with if the leg's raised. Good. Perhaps you cross the leg over the left ankle. Wherever you are from here, take a big reach of that right arm overhead. Squeeze the glutes and push away from that left hand. Good, keep opening up that right hip, that right knee. Should feel a huge stretch. Good. Amazing, my friends. We're gonna take one big inhale. Perhaps you open up that top arm. Exhale, right hand reaches forward and down. Start to peel the right leg off and around, huge circle, step it on the outside of the hand. Beautiful lizard pose. Nice, have a little sway with the hips, side to side. Maybe you walk the right foot out a little bit to create more space. When you're ready, take an inhale, find some length in the upper body. And then as you exhale, soften towards the floor. Good. 2 more times. Nice, next exhale brings you up, left hand plants. As you inhale, take a big reach up and over with the right arm to the back of the mat. Option to lift that back leg, perhaps you take hold of it with the hand, and then maybe you draw the heel into the glute, find a quite intense thigh stretch there. Nice, take one more inhale, lift up through the crown of the head. And then as we exhale, we're gonna either rotate or slide, perhaps you keep hold of the foot, tuck that left leg underneath and behind you. We're sliding ourselves around the left side of the mat. Take an inhale, reach up, find modified side plank. Good, right leg is nice and long. Squeeze the glutes. When you're ready, cactus open the top arm first, and then bring the hand to the back of the head. So we're tilting the head back into the hand, same as we did earlier. Good, on an exhale, we're gonna crunch ourselves over that left arm. Just see what it feels like. How far can you come down? Good, as you inhale, start to open it back up. Maybe the right toes peel to the sky this time. If you're feeling a little bit more open, maybe the left foot reaches around to the left hand. And then as you exhale, crunch and fold it over. Good, one more. Anything goes here, just listen to your body. Exhale to fold. Beautiful. Next inhale opens you up. Cactus open that top arm this time, peeling the chest to the sky. Good. Maybe you find a little bit more back bend and then reach and sweep that right arm past your face. Allow it to bring you to the top of your mat. Good. Left hand comes a little bit wider. Take an inhale, we're going to reach the right arm up, find a twist, but again, see if you can create a bit more space between your body and your right thigh. Good, maybe you walk the left hand out a bit further, maybe you allow the right arm to fall back behind you. Option to raise the back knee. Nice, we're gonna bring the right hand to the back of the head. Take one more inhale as you tilt the head back into the hand. Good, then we're gonna shift forward to the left hand, the right foot, and then hug and tuck that left leg in behind us to come bring the sit bones down, and then feet come either side of the hips, finding our cow face pose. Good, right fingertips reach around down the back, left hand sweeps underneath. Maybe see if you can touch the fingers or grab your strap. Nice, my friends, perhaps this is enough. If it is, come and find your breath. See if you can soften your shoulders and your jaw. If you want a little more, take a breath in here. Tilt the head back into that top arm, and then as you exhale, see if you can hinge at the hips to fold over the legs any amount. Good, keeping those arms in the same position. Nice, feel all those cracks. Ooh, creating loads of space in the shoulders and the spine. Good, if you're folded over, draw the belly button to the spine. Allow that to start to bring you back up to seated. Good, we're gonna release the arms. Both hands come to the top of the mat, inside the right foot. Unwind yourself to find your Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Oh, nice. Again, take what you need here. If you need a little sway from side to side again, perhaps you lower down into a full side lunge or Skandasana, if that feels nice. Nice, then come to find your Prasarita position. Toes face in, maybe knees soften a little bit. Good, option to bring the hands to the back of the ankles or the legs. Peace fingers on the big toes if that feels good. Or just bring the hands to the floor or your blocks. We're trying to lengthen the spine as much as we can. So think of sending the tailbone up to the sky. As you draw the crown of the head down towards the floor, bend the knees as much as you need to. Good, use your inhales to come away a little bit, find some space. And then use your exhales to draw and soften your body down between the legs. Nice, my friends. Next inhale brings the hand under the shoulders, lift the chest away, and then start to walk yourself round to inside the right foot at the top of the mat. Plant the hands. Take an inhale, lift the chest forward. Exhale, push away from the floor, step back to plank, and then take your flow. Nice, as you inhale, right knee slides out this time. Find that half frog position. Good, a right angle with the leg. And again, take any movement here that you fancy. Good, using a big exhale to lower down, slide that right leg back. Tuck the toes underneath. Take an inhale, push back through the heels. As you exhale, find downward facing dog. Nice, we're gonna walk the hands back towards the feet now. Take the feet as wide as the mat and then soften the knees and the sit bones down to find Malasana. Option to take any movement that feels good. If you wanna come straight away to find some stillness, then please do. Hips should feel a little bit more open than when you started, I hope. Good, from here we're going to bring the right hand and reach it away from us. Press the arm into the knee and then take an inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. Good, find a bit of an open across the chest if you can. Nice, one more inhale in. Can you spiral open a little bit more? Exhale, big reach and sweep round to the other side. Left fingertips reach away. Take an inhale, reach the right arm. Nice, one more inhale. Can you allow that right arm to open more? Good, exhale to reach over the head, fingertips come down. Start to bring the feet in underneath you. Soften the knees as you allow the body to hang over. Good, options, take hold of opposite elbow, have a little sway from side to side. See if you can soften at the back of the neck. Maybe you take the hands there and give it a bit of a massage. And then when you're ready, bend the knees even more. Start to roll yourself up to stand through each vertebrae. Take as much time as you want. Keep the feet rooted into the ground. When you get there, take a big reach of the arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, draw your palms down to heart center. Taking a moment to check back in with your breath, with your heartbeat, with your body. Nice. Take an inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. As you exhale, fold over the legs, deep forward fold. Nice. Find an inhale, halfway lift, lift the body away. Exhale, soften the knees, walk the hands out and find downward facing dog. Lovely. From here, look forward. We're going to shift the right knee forward to the back of the right wrist and then flare the foot on the inside, coming to find a pigeon pose. Nice. You can extend that back leg out behind you or keep it nice and bent, entirely up to you. Use as many blocks or props as you need under that right sit bone. And then take a breath in here to lift the chest. As you exhale, fold yourself over the legs. Nice. We'll spend a few breaths here. Perhaps you want to come to your blocks or the elbows come to the floor and your hand rests in your thumbs. Again, just come to acknowledge where you are. Always checking back in with your breath. See if you can use your breath to let go or release a little bit of tension as you breathe out. Start to press yourself back up with the body. We're going to sway over to the right side, swing the left leg back from behind you to find a fire log pose, so almost a double pigeon pose. So we're going to bring the left foot or heel and place it on top of the right thigh. Good. Option to sit on a cushion here or some blocks, or get your blocks to help you with that knee or with that left leg, that top leg. Nice. Have a little play around. Don't worry if you're not fully square off. If there's a big gap here, that's completely normal. Keep both toes or feet activated if you can, so flex the toes and just sit nice and tall. If this is enough, perhaps you bring the palms to heart center. If you want a little bit more, see what it feels like to lean forward. You could bring the elbows down or maybe just bring the hands to the floor or blocks, softening the head over. Good. Have a little shake of the head here, perhaps. If you want it a bit more active, you can press that left foot into the right leg. Lovely. Start to walk your hands back in towards bringing your body up. Nice. We're going to bring the hands all the way behind us now and bring the right sole of the foot to the floor. Keep the left ankle crossed over the right. So we come to a figure of four and just have a nice little sway from side to side. Keep guiding that left knee out to the side. And then keep the legs swayed over to the left. Find a little moment in a twist. You can press that left foot on top of the right leg and then almost press that right hip towards the opposite direction as you reach the right fingers away. Lovely. Come back onto the right foot. Take yourself over to the other side. So the left sole of the foot comes to the floor. We're going to transfer our weight to the right hand and the left foot. As you press into it, extend the right leg out long, reach the left hand overhead. Find that kind of fallen reverse Skandasana position. So you're pressing the hips up through the left side into the sky. Reach the left hand overhead. And then when you're ready, lower yourself down. Nice. We're going to bring the left leg in front now. Swing that right leg right behind you to find your pigeon pose on the other side. Good. Have a little wiggle first. Grab your props. Find whatever you need to help you on this side. Again, remember it might be very different. And then when you're ready, take a breath in to lift up and out of the hips. And then as you exhale, perhaps you come to fold over a little bit. Returning to your breath, that only constant. allowing it to guide you in these deeper stretches. Nice, take one more inhale in here. And then exhale fully out of the mouth. Good, start to press yourself up, bringing your body up. And then rock onto the left side, right leg swings around this time to find your fire log pose on this side. Picking the foot on top of the left thigh. Nice, maybe you shift that left foot away from you a little bit so it comes under the right knee. No worries if not, if it's tucked in. Good, grab your props again and then just have a little wiggle. Take a little stock take as to where you are on this side. If this is completely enough, just come to find a nice long spine, a bit of stillness. If you want to fold over, take an inhale to lift up through the spine. And then as you exhale, maybe elbows come down, hands come to prayer. Or maybe the hands just fold out in front of you. Using your breath as an anchor. Lovely, then when you're ready, bringing yourself up nice and slowly. Good, walk the hands right the way back behind you to bring the sole of the foot to the floor. Find that figure of four position and then have a nice little knock of the legs from side to side. Good, when you're ready, leave them swaying over to the right to find a lovely twist. Maybe you press that right foot, maybe you press that left knee down with the right foot and then reach that left arm in the opposite direction. Ooh. Good, when you're ready, passing back through center, place them over to the left, plant that right foot down. Bring your weight onto the left hand, and then when you're ready, press into that hand and foot, stretch that left leg out long to pick the hips up to the sky. Good, huge big side stretch as well. Keep pressing into that right foot to really stretch out that right hip. Wowzers. Good, then when you're ready, lower yourself down. Nice, bring both feet out in front. Hands are gonna come behind you. Option to bring the fingertips to face you or to face away, entirely up to you. Soles of the feet come to the floor. Take an inhale now as you press into all 4 points, lifting the hips up to the sky. Good, squeeze the glutes to open up the front of the body. Take one more breath in and then exhale as you lower down. Good, we're gonna come to cross the legs now. Find a seated position. When you're ready, take a breath in, reach both arms up. As you exhale, open out to the left side, coming to find a twist. Hand comes to the leg, left fingertips come behind you. Good, inhale, reaching back up to center. And then exhale, we open out to the right side. Good, sitting nice and tall on those sit bones. Lovely, then coming back round to center, take an inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, draw your palms down to your heart center, closing your eyes. Take a moment to find that conscious breath again, in and out through the nose. Soften your jaw, your shoulders, your elbows, and just notice any sensation running through your body. Or take a moment to notice how you feel. And then take one more kind and loving breath in through the nose. Exhale fully, Perhaps you bow your head down, thanking yourself for your wonderful practice, knowing that you can come back here whenever you need to your mat, to your practice, to your breath, or to this community. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again very, very soon. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.